What's up, everyone? Another one here with more Satisfactory for you, Season 2, Episode 46. I'm just going to call it 46. I don't really count the previous one, which was like 2 minutes. It's just me saying, oh my god, our power is offline. The move is done. I'm in my new house, and there's boxes everywhere, but I got my internet, and it's actually insane. I'm getting 900 megabits down and like 80 up or something like that. Or is it? I don't know. It's something ridiculous. I can load videos so fast now. It's awesome. So anyway, we need to fix the power. So I was considering different methods. I got one response on how to do it. Bring a pipe all the way from the station down here. That would work. That'd be a good idea. But one thing that I noticed is when I set these buffers up, I forgot to hook up this part of the buffer. So actually, I have 2400 turbo fuel just sitting here. So I think what I'm going to do is dump the extra turbo fuel into the system, see what we can get out of it, and then all I want to do is get that train over here. If we can get the train over here, we'll be okay, at least for a little bit, and we can work on our fix, which is on the to-do list already, which is going to be to basically expand rubber, because we're going to need a lot more of it to make computers, to really upgrade those computers. So let's let it rip. I hope this will work. If it doesn't work, we're obviously going to do something else. But for now, I think this will be fine. Actually, let's do this a different way. Why don't we junction it in? And I think the hardest place to do it's going to be down here because the pipe is kind of wonky, right? You can't really junction right there. So I'm going to junction it right here, right? And then I will junction this one. Hey, can I do this one right here? No? No. Okay, so we'll junction this one right here as well. I'll just turn it a little bit to make sure it fits in underneath the catwalk there. Let's junction in another dude. Okay, this one does fit. That's cool. And then this last guy. Let's get him in. Boom. Alright, so let's get this working. Actually, indicator probably would be a good idea. Now, it's going to be kind of wonky. We're going to disconnect this because I'm actually going to hook this up a different way. But for now, this will work. I just want to get some turbo fuel into the system. I'm not even going to color these pipes because we're just going to rip them out anyway. So once we get this thing up and once I get additional turbo fuel being created, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to actually hook this up. I'm going to hook it up, well, I could actually, what I could do, because I really want that extra kind of buffer, right? Actual buffer that's not being used, because I think that's going to help us a lot. So what I'm going to do is maybe I'll pull off from over here and like set up a buffer we can actually just fill up and leave it here. And then that would help us in case we have this problem again. We can just pipe it right in. In fact, leaving the pipes kind of hooked up, or like, maybe we could junction in, like, I don't know, right here. Although there's really not much space for that. We could junction them like that and do 4 of them like that, right? Can I do this one? No. That guy doesn't like it no matter what I do. Well, I could do it like that. That's going to hit that ramp, though. Maybe I could do it underneath? I don't know. We'll figure it out in a minute. This should be ready to pop now. So let's pull the lever and see what we get. Hopefully we have enough. Alright, so it's back on at least. That's good. You know what we could do for now is why don't we disconnect... Well, I was thinking also we could disconnect some rail. But, well, I guess if we disconnect this... and maybe that line right there, it'll disconnect all this stuff too. Just while we kind of hook this thing up. So why don't we rip this out? Let's kind of kill the power to the other side of the base. And then we won't have to worry about consuming some... Well, it won't matter, because this whole thing is going to run no matter what, right? So this is pointless. Alright, now I'm just burning our power for no reason. Let's get these back in, I guess. Because really, the consumption is just going to keep going. Basically, the power plant consumes the turbo fuel, no matter if you're using it or not. So it's a little bit unfortunate. I kind of wish it didn't work that way, but it's fine. Let's switch to hover pack now. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's slap these extra refineries in really fast. Then we're going to slap the turbo fuel ones in over there, and we'll get moving. Again, picking rubber I think is a good idea just because we don't really need more plastic. We kind of have a plastic-less build. So picking plastic is kind of pointless, since it's never going to be used. And that's not really what I want. I need some extra power poles over here. Alright, let's kind of hook some power up, even though this is something I don't really like to do. Yeah, that's not gonna work though, because we're about to rip that out. Why don't we put them over here? Why don't we just string it along here? Again, I think they should just make this run on, either make the range like greatly extended, or just make it run on turbo fuel or something like that. This hover pack, I don't really know, but it's just, anyway. All right, so also blueprints are coming out, so that's awesome. Gonna get one of the things I really want. That's gonna be great. I can't wait to get blueprints in here, and they're 4x4x4, so I think foundations. So I think that's actually gonna help a lot. We can set up tons of builds with that. The one thing it won't do, because refineries are like 5 and other buildings are 5, for now it won't do those, and they're gonna try to get a fix in that actually would help it, so where we can use them for like coal plants and stuff. But like refineries, I'm not sure they're ever gonna want it to work with refineries. Do I think it should work with refineries? I think so. I think every building should work in here. I don't know. I don't think it kills immersion at all, really, especially when you're building like really large factories. You know, when you're slapping in like 100 buildings, I don't know, 30 buildings or something, like you kind of want it to, you kind of want something to help you out. Okay, so we're gonna go 3, 4. Then do we skip one? Well, actually, yeah, we gotta skip. We gotta do it again because we skip a foundation. So let's do that. Now let's get 4 more in here. Nice. So what I was thinking of, how are we going to give this guy oil? I was thinking we'll just run off this pipe and I'll just expand the whole pipe. So let's do that. We also need to do some coloring down here, because I've never really been down here. There's really no reason for me to be down here, right? So there are some pipes that are not black. So let's fix that. I think that's it, actually. Oh, that wasn't that many. Cool. So this line right here is the one we want to expand. So why don't we just do that now? Let's do, that's pipe mark 1. Pipeline mark 2, there we go. We'll start expanding this guy. And I know somebody said there's a way to keep the color on this, but I don't really know how to do that. They said like right click, oh yeah, I have to use pipes, but I don't always want them to be black. So I think that might be a problem. Boom, okay, cool. Let's go all the way down here and extend it down. First I gotta figure out which one it is. Okay, it's the 3rd one, right? Oh, it's already extended, okay. It's already extended down there, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's get in over here and continue the expansion over here. Sweet, there we go. Can't get over that, huh? Okay, go underneath it. Alright, keep going, almost there. Good, good, good. Now we're gonna have to peel off of this guy. So I guess we'll just peel right off of this, actually. Right? It's a junction. So we'll just take this guy. Actually, now it should be 300. We gotta make sure that we don't screw up the balance of pipes, remember? Because it kind of, I mean, it's not like it won't work if you put 600 in right there, but it's going to make it a lot harder, as we've seen with other pipes. You really want to constrain the pipe as much as possible, like as much as you can kind of get away with, so that the system just works a lot better. So we only want 300 to go this way. We want the other guy to get the other 300. In fact, let's put a valve here, just in case. I've kind of learned my lesson. This way it'll regulate this to only, well, it's already only giving me 300, right? It's never going to give me more than that. Why don't we regulate it to go 150 this way? What I'm trying to do is minimize slosh. Let's say this guy gets 150, right? Let's limit him to 150. That will limit the slosh, and then we're going to do it again over here, 150 on this side, right? So let's say 150 for you as well. There we go. So that'll minimize slosh. Then we want 300 this way, although that's the max of the pipe anyway, so I don't think this really matters. It can only do 300, so there's really no point. Let's color these. We do want to color it gray, I think is what we said for valves. Let's get that in there. We'll color all this stuff when we're done. We can actually do this 150, though, down that way. First, let's get a junction in here, because we need to make sure that this is correct, right? And we'd like to slap the junctions in. Actually, no. I'm going to do it like... Oh, I can't. I want it to point straight up, so we'll just do this. Ah, no belts. Interesting. I know Update 7 is scheduled to... I think it's going to release pretty soon, actually. And it's going to have the blueprints thing. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it on it right away. I'm going to test it, but I think with the mods that we have, we're going to have to wait for these mods to be updated. Yeah, I think we might have issues even now. Let's slap these junctions in. We're going to have to... I might have to turn smart off. You got to be kidding me. Well, we're going to work with this for now. We're just going to keep going. We don't really have a choice. I'm not going to turn it off every damn time. All right, let's get these last ones in, and then I should be good to go. It's funny how I wasn't getting this before. Oh, it's trying to connect with pipe. Huh. Well, why don't we take that off? Smart, I just updated Smart. And auto connect. Copy levels from existing item to building extend pipe based on pipe level. 1, let's say, to build based on recipe. Main pipe level 1. To building belt and lift level. Okay, that's different. Only when building. Auto connect. I said never. I don't know why is this doing it. It shouldn't do it. Okay, well maybe it doesn't work with pipes. That's why I said all that stuff, so we can get this kind of stuff going on. So, all right, let's just get this hooked up now. All these guys should be getting oil, and then we'll cut off the ends and we'll put in the valves and stuff to make sure these guys kind of regulate themselves as well, especially when they're filling up the manifold here. Okay, cool. It's getting really hot in this room for some reason. The afternoon sun is on this room, which is... It's weird because it's like 60 today. It's November, it's kind of chilly, and it's really hot in this room. I find that very odd. That means in the summertime it's really going to be hot. Alright, let's get these valves on there, and actually, we probably should turn these. That's what we normally do. I'll turn the other one in. Well, maybe I'll leave it. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's get this guy up to 150 again, like we were saying. 150, good. And also, once it flows past this valve, it cannot flow backward. We don't want it to backflow, right? That's kind of one of the main reasons to do this, too. Alright, cool. That's all in. Let's get some paint in there. And then we'll come back and check the machines. We are kind of working on a time limit, sort of. I don't know how much time we have, but it's not forever. So we kind of got to get this moving. I probably shouldn't even paint these guys. Let me deal with that later. So we're going to be doing rubber. Let's set the first guy and we'll just copy it all the way down and get these guys going. There we go. We don't have any oil in here? Oh, there it goes. It should be filling it up. Oh, you know what? It's not going to, because we don't have power. So we'll get the power hooked up in a second. Luckily, we already have, again, infrastructure set up, so we can just literally pop it right in there. Oh, we don't. The infrastructure's the other direction. And actually would need to be over there. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess that's okay. It's on the back. Oh, it's in the middle. Okay, so let's just do it down to here, I guess. We're going to have to rip all this out as it is. So let's just rip it all the way out down to there. And then let's get some infrastructure down to here. We need to expand this building, but I think for now I'm just going to do this. Just to get us going, I guess. And then bring it down this way. Right. We'll do it over here. Actually, we can start dragging this down this way. Right. Let's get this other one set up. We can get that power set up and be good to go. Yeah, this is going to go there, I believe. Again, we'll set the rest of this up later. One higher. One higher. Oops. Alright. Alright, that guy's hooked up. Now let's get this hooked up. Boom. Okay. We already have the power nodes, right? We're just going to skip on over there. So we're going to connect here. We're going to go like this. We're going to go across like we always do. Oh, no, we did up. Okay, we did. Okay, we did this a different way. We'll do it like that. We're going to drag it all the way over here. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Okay. We're going to drag it down to here. And then we'll go over to here. Let's go. Let's do that. Oh, wait. Okay, we'll do it like this instead, okay? That's fine. This is going to help a lot. We're going to get a lot of extra, and this is going to help fill up those buffers, too, because they are going to take some extra turbo fuel to fill them up. Our little emergency thing. But I think that's a good idea. I think from now on, if I ever build one of those systems again, any kind of liquid power-based system, then I'm just going to immediately hook up an emergency reserve. I think that's a great idea. I could really just take it off the train and have it flow in, but, I mean, we'd have to shut everything down, so I'd have to wait till the train got there. But that would probably work. Okay, these guys should be working now. Yep, they're producing. That's good. We're already getting some stuff. Now, let's do rubber first. Let's do the solid first, because the liquids are up top. So that's going to make this easier. And I believe I did it in the middle, because we can connect both guys that way. So actually, why don't I do it like this? I'll just zoot this sucker. Let's figure out right there, right? And then one more. Oh, that must not be right. Is that right? Let's go. Oh, dude. Too many hotkeys. Too many hotkeys. Too many hotkeys. All right, there we go. And belt is already running. Now, I did set this to 3, so I think that's perfect. It automatically does Mark 3 belt. So that is very helpful, actually. I like that. The Mark 4 is just unnecessary most of the time, so... Like, this is only going to do 20 by 8, so 160. We don't even need extra belt right here. Let's get the lifts in now, so these guys can start spitting out, I guess. There we go. This looks really nice because we set it up correctly. Sweet. And then we'll get this tied into the main rubber thing. It's probably going to sink most of this stuff, in fact, most of the time. But we will need it for computers, so it does make sense kind of to do this. Now, I think we run under this. I think this is how we do it. Let's see. Where is the rubber? Yeah, I think I should hook it here. Conveyor merger. And let's target the belt. We'll do it like that. That way we can just aim it in there. And it should connect. I mean, it should be fine. Well, we're doing what? This might not work, actually. I didn't think of this. We're doing, what, 16 times 20. 320. Plus, what is it, 160? 480. This is exactly going to fill the belt. God, we got so lucky with that. Let's draw it down from the other direction, because I'm not exactly sure where it should end up. Alright, so let's run down here and grab this guy. Alright, he's not necessarily on a line. You know what? Since he's not on a line, let's just... Well, gonna need probably a conveyor for this conveyor pole. Let's get that conveyor pole and just line it up, and then we'll get this guy on the line, okay? Let's get him on the line right there. We also can paint some stuff. It looks like we didn't paint down here. Paint while I'm down here. There we go. Alright, so let's hook this guy up. Nope, belt, seriously. Mark 3 belt, we're going that direction. Now it is in a line, so that's perfect. It's on the grid. Let's go all the way down to here. Oh, can't do it. That's okay. We can go to... Well, we probably should go to right here, right in the middle. Let's go to right there, and then we'll extend it down here. Almost done with this part. Then we can get the liquids in, which is really what we need anyway. Then we'll be done. There we go. Now let's get the liquids in, then we'll color everybody later. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Why isn't it exporting? Why is this not working? Are these smart splitters? No, they're just regular splitters. Oh, they're splitters, not mergers. Oh my god. Okay, great. Okay, just finishing up that fix there. Now we have mergers in here like we should have, and the spice is flowing, but it's stuck. Why? Okay, it's sort of moving. I think what I need to do is speed this up to level 4 at the end, so that they merge better, because it won't fill up the whole pipe, the whole belt, unless we do it like that, I think. What happens is, as something's going by, it's trying to push it in, but it's not fast enough, and the other piece gets in the way, and then it can't fill up the belt. So that should fill up the belt. Those are probably sinking, and that's fine. Let's dump this stuff off, now that we know what we're doing. And I think I did it like this last time. I think I went like this. Pretty sure, at least. To get us up to the top there. And then that means I did it over here, too. But we really can't go that far with our pipe, so I don't... How are we going to do this? Well, what we're going to do for now is just do that, even though it's clipping, because I just want to get something in right here. And then we can, you know, get rid of it. It doesn't matter. Let's put a merger in. Actually, probably should stick with this level right here. There we go. All right, so let's get... We don't need indicator pipe. We know this will work. It's not that big of a deal. And then let's get the rest of this pipe in like that. Now we'll get the mergers, or the junctions in. Again, we're going to have that weird message, which is odd. I don't think they had an update, so I'm not really sure why it's doing this. I know I updated smart, but it shouldn't do that, but I don't know. So it should be exporting. No, really, it should be exporting. It's exporting. Great. Now let's just hook up the rest of it, and we're good. We'll be done with this part of it, at least. Then we can go over there and build some more, see, it's trying to connect it. Oh, it did connect it. Well, hey, it's doing that at least, I guess. I don't really want it to do that, but okay. Or I want it to do it, I just don't want that warning message. That's a little unfortunate. So we gotta hook it up to this guy. Right? How to do that? I kinda wanna hook it up. Can I do it right there? Ooh, I can. Sort of. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. But we're gonna go with... we're just gonna go with singular pipe here. Why don't we pull some of that off? Just to get us off of there. And we're gonna clip a little bit, so let's try to not clip if we can. There we go. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. Nice. Let's get it in the line. And we're gonna have to go out a little bit. I'm totally fine with that. Back in would actually look cool, so let's try to do that. I'm gonna bend it back in. And then we're gonna go up with it right into this junction right here. Now, we might have to change this later, but it should work for now until we have to put more of this stuff in. And it won't clip, I don't think. Alright, cool. We got this guy in now, too. He should be flowing into this other guy, and I think we're putting in, like, 20 per minute, right? So we've got 24 machines times 20 per minute. 480. Yeah, we got. It's good. It's not 600. That was the main thing I was worried about. Alright, we're good. Now I'm going to paint these. Well, we don't have time for painting, right? Well, I painted the part where I'm never going to go back. Alright, let's get over here now and use this, put this to good use. We should have... Well, that should be full. Which means we're having probably issues getting all these guys oil. These guys are all working. Yeah, see, I think we're having a problem getting people oil. We might have to sync. You know what we might have to do is allow the oil down here to balance. Let's actually, yeah, look, what is this? We need to clean this up. Same thing over here? Man, that's unfortunate. Oh, we need walls and everything. I need to fix this area. Alright, let's change. Oh no, it is. It's Mark II. So the slot system that moves oil from one to the other is good. It should be fine. And when we go up here, we should see 600 per minute going into this guy right here. It's fluctuating a lot. Well, one way we can make it not fluctuate is once it gets up here, let's put a valve on it. Valves are my new best friend. Let's put it right here. Turn it up so I can actually, like, get to it, if you know, like, quote-unquote. And I think it's going the wrong direction, so let's take it out. Okay, that's the correct direction for sure. There we go. Let's check. We'll set him at 600. 600 is cool. I just don't want it to slosh back. Once it gets up there, I want it to stay, right? So it's trying. Okay, that's really good. Okay, we might need valves on the other pieces too. The sloshing is just getting us in trouble, man. The systems are too big, is what it is, I think. So let's see what we can do down here. No, seriously, let's drop. What if we put valves in here as well? Right, just like right here. So when it starts to go up, or actually we could probably do it right, yeah, we'll just do it down here. Once it starts to go up, we don't want it to go back. And why don't we put... Well, I mean, we could just put 600 on each of these. It's not really that I want them. I just want them to not go down. Alright, let's put one right there. We'll put one here. Again, we don't need to do anything except put them on. Because we want them to be 600. That's totally fine. I mean, we can make these other guys 300. It'd probably be better. In fact, why don't we just change the pipe over here? It won't do. Okay, Mark II. There we go. We don't need 600 on those. We only need 300. Now let's put a valve on these guys. Okay, there we go. So it should auto restrict itself. And that was a big problem I was having on the other side over by turbo fuel, is that it just basically wasn't restricting itself, right? There was so much room in the pipes for flow, it was causing a big problem. I think these are all straight. They look straight. All right, cool. Yep, 300 is his max. Basically, this is so it doesn't backflow. Yep, 300, that's good. He'll get up to 300. That's going to be awesome. Let's paint these guys now. Oops. And we got to paint the pipe over here anyway, so I guess that was fine. There. Because we don't need Mark II pipe on all these other guys. There we go. Alright, so hopefully that stops the backflow and maybe makes the oil flow more consistent. Let's go check. And then we got to move over, man. We're spending a lot of time on this. Let's check this guy. Okay, he's getting some oil. He's idle. I don't know why. He's got 3. What we should see is it building up. If we don't see it building up, then we have a problem. What's this guy doing? 50? Why? Oh, because we can't get up to 600. Well, we're down here, right? While we're checking stuff, we'll paint. So this guy should have 600. 0. It's because the pipe is full. Why isn't it going anywhere? We've got a full pipe in here, guys. It's flowing pretty fast right there. Do we have an issue here? It's still bouncing around. It's probably just because it's not full. The manifold needs to fill up. I'm really hoping that's it. It might be something else. I don't really know at this point. Again, we're just going to have to wait and see. Now, luckily, this is extra. We don't really need this. This is just excess, right? So, I mean, it doesn't have to work perfectly. It just has to work. Let's get this guy painted since I'm here. Okay, great. 10. That's because the pipe is full. So, again, it'll continue to fill up and fill all these manifolds and stuff. No, I want to slide under. These guys should be full. Oh, they emptied out too. Huh. But they're not getting more, and I'm really concerned about that. Where is this oil going? Literally, where is this going? Does it not have enough head lift? It sure seems like it does. Let me put a pump down. Ah, the head lift only goes to there. Okay, that's a problem. So why don't we put one more pump down here? Like, I don't know, right there would be fine. It doesn't really matter, because I think it's fine back here. Yeah, see? Let's put a pump here, and we're going to have to find a way to power it. But that's okay. Let's do that. And then we'll just drag some power down, I don't know, from here. Oh, we don't have anything there. We'll do it from here, I guess. And then we'll bring it down to here, I guess. I'm trying to get something that doesn't clip. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, but draw it from here over to here. Boom. Maybe that'll do it. Okay, let's paint this guy. Right, he's a valve. All right, let's test. Why won't it test? Come on, E. Alright, it's not. Something's wrong. Hold on. Alright, now let's check it. Yeah, there we go. 300, 200, which should... Okay, 193. Isn't it set to 150? How is this 193 then? I don't know. Who knows? Still not getting any liquids. That is very odd. It should not flow backward. There's a valve. Okay, well that's better than it was. It just doesn't feel right still. How could the... Oh, we're going to take this out. Now we'll put it back on. Alright, let's try it again. Apparently that valve is bad, or I don't really know what's going on with that valve. We're going to put it up here so I can check on it more easily, I think. Set this to 150. There. It should be good. Alright, so let's check this. It's still not 150. Well, that is. Okay, it was. Is it filling up? No. Okay, let me look at the head lift again. It's not going past that. Why? We have this guy in here. Let's... this should be doing it. What's this guy doing? He's not adding any... He's adding 1 meter. That's weird. Why would it only go to right there? It's got 50 more feet. It's stopping. That valve is stopping it. Now is it good? Yep. But it's also getting stopped at that valve. Okay, let's take it out. I don't... This shouldn't stop anything. Okay. Why would it only get 60? Well, it should be at least 80, right? Yeah, these guys should be getting it. I don't understand why they're not getting more oil. They're getting, I don't know, 20 per minute? This is strange. There's so much fluctuation. Is it still not full? Is the whole system, all the pipes are not full? Maybe we're running too many off one. It doesn't seem like it. It's 16, right? 16 times 30, I want to say. 480. This should be plenty. We could even have more than this. Huh. Where's all the oil going? I think that's the biggest thing I don't understand. If the pipe says 600 per minute, where's the oil going? This might be the problem we were having, honestly. Is that it's not filling up the system. This is interesting. Some of these are full and some aren't. What about these guys? Is it also stopping there? Let's try to, let's see what happens when we do this. Yeah, it stops at those valves. Why would it do that? Why are valves stopping head lift? Alright, well, let's just take them off. We'll let the system do whatever it wants, apparently. Now is it good? Should be. Should already be good, because we already have that big pump. Well, I'm going to let it fill up. I'm thinking maybe it's just not full. I'm just going to leave it alone and see what happens. Let's put in the other refineries real quick. Since we're kind of just wasting time trying to figure that system out. I wish it was a little bit easier to understand what's going on with pipes. Like, I like their system. It's just, maybe, is there not enough indication of what's going on? Like, that belt should be full. But maybe it will eventually. We're just going to put another 4 of these guys in. Alright, so this is pretty easy. We'll just extend these down. Alright, so let's get these guys. Now, these guys are a little bit different. They're actually... Let's line it up. There we go. Okay, and we want it to be like that. Right? Before I click it, is that correct? Yeah. Boom. Alright, so now, this should be simple. It's one thing in, one thing out, right? Oh no, we've got to do coal. But that's easy because you already have a coal set up here. So let's get that coal in first. Let's just line this guy up. Sweet, super, super easy, super simple. And then we will give it the liquid, and then we'll be ready to rock. Let's go back to 1 real fast. Nope. I have to do it the other way around, I think. This way. Alright, so these guys are going to get it immediately. I haven't set up a recipe yet. I also do have to do power. There we go. Alright, let's just extend this pipe, I guess. Down to here. That's probably going to go up. Yeah, it's raised. How do we do this? You know what I could do is take out a couple of those foundations, draw one in, and then just rebuild it. I'll do that. Let's take this guy out and just extend this guy. I know it's going to clip a little bit, but that's fine. And then we can get this line at least. Let's line it up. I don't think it's going to give me a line, so let me just do it by hand or by eye. Oops. Cool, there we go. Alright. Now we need junctions. Get these guys working. I can't see what I'm doing. I wish the error indicator was not there. I wish it was in a different location, but it is what it is. This is what happens when you use mods, even though they're just quality of life, kind of simple ones. Alright, let's paint this guy since we're here and make it look kind of nice. At least we could do a little bit of painting, I guess. Got to get that turbo fuel into the system, though. So let's cut this and cut that. They should start, well, they're not going to start running it because we haven't told them what to do. So we want alternate turbo fuel, right? Yeah, that's what we want. Copy, paste, paste, paste. All right, let's set the output up real fast. Then we will set up the power. So we're going to do it like that, I think, right? And if it's not on the same line... Oh, no, it still does it. Okay. Weird. We're going to have to extend this. That's okay. We can do that. Extend it down. Put this last guy in there. Nice. Oh, it did connect it. We don't want that, though. That's so weird. Alright, there we go. Let's get this hooked up. We're just going to do power, which I don't think we're going to have to extend any power. We should be able to just literally hook it up. Yeah, here we go. It's already set up. Let's just get the turbo fuel cracking here. Then we'll go back and paint stuff. I know there's a lot of stuff in the other build we didn't paint either, but this is kind of an emergency, so I'm just trying to slap it in. We should be making turbo fuel relatively soon. We might have some issues with the heavy residual, just because... let's see if we need a pipe upgrade. Well, 37.5 times 8. I don't think so. Times 8. 300. That should be fine. This actually should do this whole thing. So we're going to have a little bit of fluctuation here while it drains out into the new system. Why would there be none here? Again, this is very odd. Very, very weird, since this is an already working system. It should have no issues. And again, we got fluctuations over here. Why? I don't know. I wonder if someone turned the heater on. It's literally that hot in here. Feels like it's about 90. Oh, that's because this is full. Again, why is this guy so full? Shouldn't there be movement? How is this guy getting stuff? Maybe this guy's not depositing his stuff. Huh. Well, we've just found out that valves possibly do not work very well. It's at making sure it only flows in one direction. So if we do that, does that do anything? It's like it stopped. Well, it's still flowing this direction. Maybe that's good for our system. Well, it's just fluctuating a lot. There we go. Okay, this guy's full. Okay, that's good. They're refilling, it looks like, maybe. And the system just needs to stabilize, I think. Let's paint these guys at least. And then we can get to the next part of the build. Any more painting? We have to paint these guys. Let's take this out. Let's fix this, too. Oops. Alright, let's paint this and get this stuff set up. And then we're going to go set up that buffer, right? The emergency buffer. And then we're pretty much going to be done with this episode. Just really just fixing the turbo fuel power plant here. Alright, those guys are all painted, except for turbo fuel side, huh? Alright, let's get that going. That is... yeah, that's turbo fuel. So we'll get these guys painted up. Super easy, just fly past them. Let's kill that. Nice. One extra piece. Good. You're flowing, correct? I got some. But now we're overproducing. Right? We're producing more than we need. So it doesn't matter that much that we don't have all those guys working. The problem really would be that, oh, see, it's 0 now. So it should never be 0. Is this guy doing the 400? He's doing 0 as well. How can this be 0? Oh, they're taking turns. Alright, let's get this valve off and put another one on, because that seems to be working, but it's not gray and it's not turned the right way. There we go. Okay, let's put a permanent one in, right? That's permanent solution here. Okay, come on, seriously. There we go. Jeez. Let's repaint this. Alright, cool. Now, this is saying 600 is okay, right? Yeah. Here's the thing, though. This should be 300 and that should be 300. So why don't we just make these pipes 300? Because that could be the problem, is that they're too big. They don't need to be that big. So this is the same thing. This is 600 coming in, right? So this needs to only be 300 on all these. They can't do more than that. So there's no reason to have them be Mark IIs. I've found that if you use Mark IIs when you don't need to, it can create really big problems. I don't know why the sloshing is worse or weird or anything, but why mess with it, you know? So when it converges to here, yeah, 600, because it's two of these guys filling it up. So I think 600 is totally fine. All right, let's get down here. What is this thing doing over here? What do we got over here? 64 per minute. Oh, here are the trains. Okay. This is the one that goes to the train. 460 per minute. Yeah, we had 360 before, so this should be a little bit more than before. 480. How many do we have now? We have 12 machines, 16, and they're making 30 per minute, right? So let's say we have 16 times 30. Yeah, 480. So it's about right. That's going to help us a ton. We're not going to add any more machines, because now we should be able to do 480 divided by 4.5, 100 machines. So we should not have a problem with turbo fuel pretty much ever. Let's change this to 480. This is done. We're going to check it off in a minute. This is now... How many machines did I say? It was 16, and now it's 24. So 24 times 20, right? 24 times 20. 480 as well. So we got 480 rubber. That's going to help our computers a lot. Computer build that's actually already working. So computers are used in a few things like radio control unit and supercomputers and stuff. So it's definitely going to get tapped when we start building, you know, more stuff over in that manufacturing center. All right, let's get that ticked off over here. We did all three of these things, got us back up and running. It was pretty easy again, and we had an emergency buffer, which we didn't even know we had because it wasn't being used. I might just leave this hooked up because it actually has better flow off the train. So that's pretty good, actually. Maybe what we'll do, like I was saying, is just create the buffer over here. Now, I think I have the head lift to go underneath and fill up some really large buffers. So why don't we do it like this? Let's... Oh, I don't have... What? I don't? I don't have any heavy modular frames, huh? All right, well, I'll be right back. I need to get these pretty badly. They're very integral to the build. Hold on a second, guys. All right, I did a few upgrades. Well, not upgrades, but I kind of messed with the oil tank train to try to get it to deliver oil properly. I think my system might just be too big. I'm sending oil too far from the source, and it's just sloshing pretty badly. It's really hard to get 600 meters per meters cubed into that pipe. It's also not being consumed. It's only going to do 480, right? So we should only expect 480. Also, the turbo fuel is empty. I've had the train come over here at least once, and I think that's because we have all the internal buffers of all these machines to fill, so that's a lot of internal buffer. In fact, that's what, 80 times 50? Like, that's 4,000. I think one of these holds, I want to say 3,000, so that's a pretty significant amount. But anyway, we're just going to keep going, because I was checking the turbo fuel line, the main line coming out of the refinery, and it's at 416 or something. We only need 360 to run this whole thing. So we are producing more than we're consuming, and that's really what I needed. So it'll eventually, I think, even itself out, and I think I'm going to make a few changes just to the oil car train. I might actually put another oil train in. That might be a good idea, because I'm just having a hard time with throughput, and that oil train leaves like every 2 seconds. So it might be having a hard time. See, it's coming back. It just goes back and forth constantly because we're consuming so much oil so fast. Let's get 4 of these, or 2 of these guys in, apparently. I thought maybe I could fit 4 in here, but definitely not. I don't think... Yeah, I don't have enough lift to do 4 of these guys. How much do these hold? 2,400. So I had, how much in reserve? 800. 8 times 3,200. I had 3,200 reserve. So this is a slightly larger reserve than I had. That will probably be enough. One of the things I can do, though, I probably should pump it into the back and out the front, huh? That's a good question. I didn't really think of that. You know what? Let me move these so I can go in and out and not just one direction, right? So let's get this guy to line up, and we'll do it. That looks better. How much room do I have on the back? I think that looks pretty good. Maybe we can put him in the center just to center it all up, right? Like that. So let's move him to... Let's do it like that, I think. Then I can go in and out with my system. I might eventually end up stacking these, I think, to get that extra space, and just using pumps to get it in, and then it can drain out by itself. So to get it in, I wonder if I should just extend this down and hook it up to this guy. There'll only be one way in. I can put a valve. That is not a bad idea. Another thing I can probably do is let's bump this to Mark II. This is actually a better way to buffer the system than I have with the oil train. So I'm gonna probably redo that system as well. I think it needs buffers at the bottom of the system and stuff. I think it's just not working out well. All right, so that guy is gonna be able to pump a bunch of turbo fuel over here, but I don't think it's good to get a reserve just yet until our machines fill up. So I'm just gonna let it sit there. Actually, maybe we should get a better system in here, maybe something more permanent, because this is pretty not great, at least. I wonder if there's a better way for me to do this. Let's see if I can do this in like a more straightforward way here. That's as good as it gets. So why don't I do horizontal to vertical? Maybe that's the problem here. No, I only need Mark 1. But let's do horizontal to vertical. Okay, that's better. We don't need indicator. Okay, I like that. That looks really good. Let's do the same thing with this one. Now that we've used up all this buffer. And then we can also do it down here. He looks okay. Why don't I just change it to non-indicator pipe? Same thing there. And then I'm just going to color them. And I think we're done with this part. This is going to remain a permanent part of the system because I should already have this in before. This is supposed to make the flow out of the train a lot faster, right? Another way to do this is to put Mark IIs right here. So why don't we just make all these Mark IIs, and it should, I think, flow out faster. If I'm not mistaken. That will get it off the train faster. Not that it's having an issue now. It's totally going fast. But we really just want it to fill up these buffers fast and get off the train and go get more. Now, that's if we're overproducing, which we are now at least. But the problem really is that we're not doing it very fast, right? We're not overproducing by a lot. Well, we kind of are, right? It was supposed to be 360, we're doing 480. Isn't that like another half, right? What's half of 180, right? No, it's like another quarter, let's say. I'll calculate it in a second. So we're not doing a lot of overproducing, but we are overproducing, which means over time the system should regulate itself. Let's see. Okay, so 480 divided by 360, right? Okay, 1.3, which means it's 30% more-ish, okay? So that's good. Let's color these while we're here to let them... We're going to put some turbo fuel in there. Please come over here and drop more turbo fuel. This is really making me nervous. Are we stabilized yet? It says we are. Do I believe it? Actually, that is not all of them. Because we have 12 gigawatts and 2,400, so we're actually missing 2. 2 of them are not running. So we're not really out of the woods yet, I don't think. And that's the way it is just because our system does have a lot of internal buffer in and of itself. So we have to overproduce by 4,000 before the factory will start backing up into the train. Before our turbo fuel power plant will back up into the train. So one way I was testing to see if we have enough flow going in here is I checked these bottom pipes, right? And they should equal 420 or something. So that's 240. Yeah, I'd say that's about 420-ish right there. Alright, I think I know what's going on. I think part of it is I can't get enough oil to those end guys. So this guy right here is the 600 meters per minute guy, and he's not even draining now. Whoa, that's weird. Usually he drains out before we can get another train in here. Is this doing anything? 0. 600, it's all coming from the other side. Okay, well, as long as it's 600, I guess I don't care. But what I'm going to do, just to be sure that we've got enough oil coming in, and there's that bug, I'm just going to put another train on here so that we have a whole carload, a whole train load of this stuff already ready to go. Instead of having to wait for that guy to go all the way down there and pick up some more. Now, if we're doing 1,400, if we're doing 1440 per minute in oil, this should not be a big deal, right? This should just be pretty much a no-brainer. Yeah, see, he's going to want to leave and can't, so let's just get this guy out of here. We're going to go to supply oil. That's coal. That's coal. Okay. Liquid, supply liquid. Oh, yeah. Supply liquid, right? Oil 1. And then we're going to go to demand. Refinery, right? Oil 1. We're going to save changes. Actually, we want to edit because what we didn't do is this. We want to fill all the way up, and I don't care if it takes all dang day. Save, and then we've got to watch out. One time I added an item to that filter list, and it would never drop anything off. It's kind of interesting. All right, save changes, demand, refinery, oil 1, but -2. This is a different train, right? Let's turn on self-driving. Okay, he's going to go get some oil. Fun little train ride right here. It's nice to look around every once in a while. We never get down this direction, so it's kind of cool to see other parts of the factory when we can. Some people have probably never seen this area because it's only in a few episodes. There's the giant turbo fuel power plant. 80 machines. Pretty awesome. Unless it can't get enough turbo fuel, then it sucks. See, we still don't have a turbo fuel train sitting in there. We should, but we don't because we don't have enough coming in. Alright, so that guy is still here. That's good, right? Now we have extra. So you can see these two guys up here are not being able to empty as fast as these other guys are. So what we're going to do, I don't really want to stop the whole system, but I might have to. You know, I could probably build the buffers first and build everything and kind of reroute it, and then at the last second just junction it all in. Now, I wonder if I can pull this out and just do this. Does that work? Sort of. Because I'm wondering if I can just put the buffers in and do that. Except these guys are going to come down more, right? Alright, let's start getting those buffers in. And we actually want those smaller buffers for this kind of op. So let's go get those in. Now, this is going to clip a little bit. I think that's okay because I want to build this whole system before I just rip it all out. So we're going to say it's okay because we're not going to leave it that way. Alright, we're going to get this set up. Oh, that's in, right? We don't want that. Oops. Let's set it up on the other side. Alright. Cool. Yeah, it's in the middle. I kind of want it right in there. Keep going. Is it lined up? Now it is. Oh, it won't go there because we have a junction there. Right, well, let's get all these other guys in. We don't need to have the upper stage put in to actually do this whole manifold and stuff. So what I'm going to do now is actually let's hook up these guys. Oh, we need one more? No, that's it. See how weird this is? This doesn't really work. Alright, I'm just going to take a risk. First, let's tear all this stuff out because we don't need it now, at least not for a little bit, I don't think. We will have to put pipes up there, but we don't do this in the past, so... Man, having a problem just taking out the foundations. There we go. Let's get these guys out. We're not going to use that system anymore, so we're just going to go right into the thing. Well, we'll have to use these, but I don't want to do that. What if we rerouted upstairs, too? We'd have to shut the whole system down for that. Why don't... Dang it. I was thinking, well, if we had some more turbo fuel over there, we could shut everything down. I could work on this, then turn it back on. Because we don't need it to work yet. I just need to redo the pipes and stuff. Hold on, let's wait till this turbo fuel train fills up and leaves. I'll be right back, and then I'll fix this. I'll turn the whole thing off and fix this. Alright, I'm already seeing the effects of this extra train. Look at this. Almost a full belt of rubber. I think we kind of solved the problem. I think the problem was there was times when there just wasn't enough oil when the train was going to get more oil. So now every time it leaves, because it's gone, obviously, right? The oil's gone. It has enough time to just fill up immediately. So there's never a time when it's waiting, right? And I think that was the problem, is we'd get everything buffered, right? It would start to buffer and it would look good. But then the problem was it would run out before it could get another load of oil. So that obviously does not work. So you can see it draining out, and I was checking this pipe over here, and we were either really just check this. It was up to 600, and it's fluctuating still. So I think our new system will keep this more consistent, though. But look, it's doing pretty well. It doesn't get down that low. Well, and there we go, it gets down that low. But it was doing 600. I was checking it. See, there we go. We should be at 6. Yeah, there we go. So I think we kind of solved the problem. But I'm going to solve this buffering area anyway, because it's a pain in the butt, and I don't think it's working very well. Alright, we're here. We got it. It's full. Now, I was checking it. It's funny, right when I turned the camera off, it went up to like 480 or something. We're like at 460, I think it got up to. But that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. We only need 360. Now, we, again, are getting a little low on this turbo fuel. I think this is a thing where it's just going to build up over time. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I do want to shut my system off, though, and I'm not really sure how to do that. I mean, I guess... You know what I should have done? Hooked them all up to a power thing so I could just flip a switch. I wish I could, you know, but I don't have that, so there's really no way to shut this off that I know of, because it doesn't have a power switch on the whole system, which I wish it would. I wish you could just go up to a pole and I'll turn it off, too, you know? But you can't. So it is what it is. You can't just say, oh, off, thanks. See, we're already dipping. We're already getting them running out. So this is literally a race for time, against time here. And I'm not sure pulling those guys out and fixing that is a good idea. We need this stuff to keep flowing. We really can't stop. And again, we can't turn our system off. I think it probably would be a good idea for me to put a power switch in there. Although I don't exactly know. It would be so much work to refit that. I don't think it would work. So, you know what I'm going to do? Why don't we just cut these and run it through there and put pumps like down here? And because what I was thinking about doing was junctioning all these guys and having it flow back and forth to help each other out. So I think I can do that and get away with it. And then we'll hook up the secondary guys later. Because we'd have to have another flow of pipes through there too, and then up and down as well. So actually, no, we wouldn't have to have that, I don't think. It should all work out. So why don't we do this? I mean, we could just hook it to the closest pipe. Right? We could just hit a junction and then do up, down, like a, actually, horizontal to vertical is what we want. Let's do that now. Why don't we start hooking this up? We don't need to shut it all off. We can just do this. I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll angle it. No, because that'll make a problem. And then we'll have some oil in here, but who cares, really? We have enough to fill up this system. It's totally fine. So we're going to do 600 going up. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. It seems to happen a lot, so it is what it is. Okay, so I've got this sort of started to hook up here. And I've arranged it to make it really easy just to hook the junction in right there. But let's start getting the rest of these hooked up, and it kind of looks pretty smooth. I think this looks really smooth. We just got to make sure that I know... Well, this one I don't have an extra buffer. So I'm going to have to do it like this. And I think that looks about right. Right there. This is going to need Mark II. This is where we have an issue. Is that some of these need Mark II, and some of them don't. Right? Only the one does, actually. So here's how I was doing it. I was pulling this guy out a little bit. And going like that, and then putting a junction in right here. Something to connect to. And then what I do is take this up to the top and bring it down. Makes a good nice curve like that. With horizontal to vertical. Yeah, so that seems to work pretty well. So let's keep doing that. This way we don't have to redraw any pipes or anything or get stupid. Another thing I probably want to do is probably want to put the pump. Well, really, it's going to be right there, right? As low as down as I can, as low down as possible, right? And then we'll see what happens from there. So let's get these guys all in. Let's get all these junctions and stuff. Then we'll just flip it at the last second. In fact, I don't even care about cleaning it up. Let's just finish it. And then one more, right? Where is he? Right here. Nope. Junction. Thanks. Can't see it. Alright, I think that's right. That looks right. Last one here, and then we could... Nope. If it, you know, works, it's the last one. Then we can get this all hooked up, and then this will be, I hope, a better system. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a better system, but it seems like it will, anyway. Alright, let's get this last guy in here. No, just get a regular pipe. There we go. Alright. Now, we should be able to hook all these guys up, and then cut the rest of this off. Okay, so let's just get in here, and cut all these guys really fast. Right? Now they need to go directly to their guy. Well, no, we want this in here, right? Oh, man. You know what? It's fine. Just do it. I don't care. We got to get this in. Thanks for that error message. I really appreciate it. Not really. All right, let's get this in. Because we want to make that manifold, right? We want to make the, I'm sorry, the fluid balancer. We're going to have to change this other guy to Mark II because he's now Mark I, and that's not going to really work. Is this the Mark II guy? Yes. Let's make sure. Yeah, that he's Mark II, Mark II, Mark... Oh, I'm out of pipe. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's get some more. Quick. There we go. Okay, that should do it. Now we just need to put these guys down here. Let's take the rest of this out so we can build the buffers. I need to know where they're supposed to go. Of course, I don't have enough pipe. Let's just take more of these off. I need some oh, that's bad. We kind of need that. Jeez. Ah! Didn't think... I thought I would have enough. I should check my supplies before I did this. Not enough supplies. Uh-oh. Hopefully our system doesn't shut down. Let's just get as much of this stuff as we can get that we know we don't need right now. Yeah, baby. Give me that copper pipe. Probably need to pick all these guys up anyway, because we're going to need those supplies for that, too. Ooh, we had some issues in here. See how you have that little weird stoppages and stuff? That causes big problems, man. This guy can come out. Nope, nope, nope. Seriously, this guy. Cool. Take the rest of this guy out. Now, we're going to use the power we have set up here, even though it's really not correct anymore. But it's fine for now. Okay, good. We should have everything we need. Let's do it. Let's get these hooked up, because we just need to know where to put the pumps. So let's put these pumps in. Again, about right there would be good. And let's turn them... Okay, now we can get the... Oh, no, 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 no. This guy's not hooked up yet. And we need the manifold, right? I mean the balancer. So we're going to set that up in a second, because nothing is balancing right now. So let's hook up Mark II with the balancer. And we can hook up Mark II to here, right? We just don't need it to go up into the actual buffer right there. That way it can max flow, though. It can max balance in between all these all these platforms. So we should have oil now. Okay, good. 0 per minute. 0 per minute. Why? Why are you not pumping? Is this not hooked up anymore? Maybe it's not. It's hooked up to the... okay, it's got power. This guy's pumping. This guy's pumping. This is the only guy who's not pumping. That's very odd. That is so strange. Was he pumping the wrong direction? I really doubt it. He seemed fine. Alright, well, who cares? Let's just do it again. Not pumping. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Not really sure what happened there, but cool. Now we can hook up these top guys, too. That's going to help, I think. I don't understand. He stopped again. Why is this stopping? He's full. Pump. Oh, there's... Okay. The head lift only... But it should go 10, right? Well, we're going to have 2 of these, I think. Well, we could just put these guys down here. Maybe I'm putting them too high. All right, let's reset these guys. I'm hoping we have enough to actually set these up. We probably need them to be right here, actually. That's probably what's going on. I don't want that guy on that side. What we'll do is we'll just pull these out once we get this set up. Oh, it's probably fine. Let's just rotate them all the way around. All right, so let's take these guys off now. Because the head lift from the buffer is not enough, is what's going on, I think. All right, let's get them hooked up to power. We only get 4 meters of head lift with these guys down here, something like that. So this should be enough now, since they're full. And here's the problem with those buffers. If it was hooked directly to this, I'd get 10 meters. So it's like, what's the problem here? Again, what's the problem here? You're full. It's full. Is this not connecting or something? It must be... You know what? We redid this one, didn't we? And I bet you it's stopped up now. There's a bug with these pipes. I really wish they would fix this, because there's a bug with these pipes. Let's just get the pipe hooked up before we... Dude, seriously? Yep. Come on, let's go. We don't have time for this stuff. We need to get this thing fixed. Die! Or I don't even care if he dies. I just want to get back to the build, man. This is when I wish I had just, like, teleportation or mass flying or something. Tension! The tension is thick! Alright, let's go get this working here. It's not even connected now. Let's just get... We can't do this without a floor hole, so we gotta get a floor hole back in. Let's just get a floor hole in. Because we don't want it to be sticking through. 8, right? Is 8 a floor hole? Yes. Okay, good. Let's draw it over here. Mark 2 pipe. Great. Now let's go up here and do the same thing. Nope. Let's do it from here. And to here, if we can. Great. And that should be it. There we go. Bug fixed. Alright, so that's working. Let's repaint it now that we fixed it, I guess. This has been a very interesting episode. But a lot of fixes in here, which is good. These fixes have been needed for a long, long time. There we go. I think we fixed the whole issue. 300, 600, 300, 300. Alright, let's clean this thing up now. It looks ugly. But I think we fixed it. I think the problem was, or my fluid balancer down here was bad. The fluid balancer really should be between the platforms, apparently. Nope, I ran out. Okay, so that's all we're going to be able to do on this episode. I'll fix this later. It's still working, though. It's working as intended. Everybody should be flowing now exactly. It's pretty much perfectly. I evened it out. The backflow issues are not a problem any longer. At least, fingers crossed, right? Now we should easily be getting, yeah, full belts. Pretty much. This is actually not an exact full belt, I don't think. But this should stop fluctuating after a while. We should be good to go. Anyway, let me know what you think about this episode. I'll see you on the next one. Stay frosty.